in the back streets near Tahrir Square, running to the headquarters of the Ministry of Interior. There we saw that the anger and the shock and the grief from all those deaths in Port Said exploded and was directed against the Ministry of Interior. And we saw scenes very reminiscent of the clashes that took place there last November, with demonstrators clashing with police, tear gas in the air, demonstrators actually ripping down parts of a wall that was erected by the Egyptian military to try to separate the police from the demonstrators 2 months ago in a previous deadly round of fighting. Now, the Ministry of Health says more than 900 people were wounded here in Cairo in these clashes overnight. And as you mentioned, 2 people killed by gunshot wounds in Suez, where clashes erupted around the headquarters of state security. It's fascinating and perhaps disturbing to see how quickly the anger from the football riots, those deadly clashes in that stadium in Port Said, have now turned to be directed, that anger, against the police, against the military ruling council as well, as we see that the narrative among many of the revolutionaries and of the football fans has quickly turned to blame this on the military authorities, basically accusing them of a counter-revolutionary plot and accusing them of trying to punish the soccer fans because of the role they played in the revolution that brought down Hosni Mubarak 1 year ago. John.
Ivan, the government says that there is an urgent inquiry underway. Is there any idea when those findings will be made public? And is that likely to do anything to try and squash some of these conspiracy theories?
I don't know. To see how quickly this has turned in the past 36 hours, I don't know if an investigation can really help, because the credibility in the eyes of many of the ruling military council has really just plummeted over the course of the last year. When we saw previous clashes here in November, here in Cairo, one thing that did diffuse the tension and the violence was parliamentary elections. Almost overnight, a lot of the support for these clashes that have been taking place really disappeared. So perhaps something like that can happen. Egypt has been very unpredictable in the year since the revolution that brought down Hosni Mubarak. The government has said that it is investigating, it is questioning the heads of security in the city of Port Said, where the deadly football clashes took place. The governor of that city has resigned after those incidents took place. Well, I just have to see where this leads from there.